count it, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, now, like 80.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the
Necker.
Watch twits.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? White 80.
52 right here. 52. Hey, watch the slant.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 16.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Goff. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hey, let's get there. Track 99.
Second and 10. Goff again. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Way to go,
Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
At the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gone. Flushed out right. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Room here to run. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really not.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. It's caught left side by Cooks. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Gurley. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go, tonight. Line 20.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Cut. 180.
They're running it.
Kill.
The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the Rams first down.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Let's stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And he rifles one incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 16, Roethlisberger. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be counter. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Like 20.
Watch tight end.
3 down.
They'll run for it with Pumphrey. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Gurley, and even 90 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get this, get this. 54, right there, 54 miles.
Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3,
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger, and that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Todd Bowles tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 76! 76!
Here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
180! Listen.
Fellas, let's set a tone. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check.
Value 1!
Switch.
Goff on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Gone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but now it'll be 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He gets it to Gurley, complete. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Yeah, we're close.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's a party out.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And shutting him off, now open field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Here goes Todd. 180.
54. It's coming this way, coming this way.
On first down, Brown. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What? 120.
54 Mike. I got one.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Uses this, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Get ready.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now it's Roethlisberger, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and a yard. Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Goff. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Goff now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Now Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 44, Mike, 44.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. It's Brown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Come on.
Again, it's Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
White 80.
They can't hang with us.
Alert, alert. Hey, zoom.
52. Here we go.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I'm coming.
Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Ben to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Strong right.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Roethlisberger. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Switzer. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And with that last, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Goff. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Toss play, Connor. Oh, he shifts past him. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check. Crunch. 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 Mike by 4. Mike by 4.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.